Isaiah chapter 48 begins with a strong rebuke to Israel for their hypocrisy and stubbornness. God accuses them of claiming to be His people, yet their actions betray their true devotion. He points out that while they professed to be righteous and sought His name, they were in fact engaging in idolatry and rebellion. Despite their outward expressions of faith, their hearts were far from Him. God also reminds them that He had forewarned them of these failures through His prophets, but they had not listened or repented. God then shifts to highlight His sovereignty over history, emphasizing that He is the one who foretells the future. He declares that He alone is able to declare the end from the beginning, and that Israel's deliverance from exile and restoration to their land was part of His divine plan. This section underscores God's control over the events of history, demonstrating that He is the only one capable of bringing His promises to fruition. He had allowed Israel to go through hardships as a way to refine them and bring them back to Himself, but their refusal to heed His warnings resulted in their suffering. Despite Israel's past failures, God offers them hope for the future. He assures them that He will redeem them for the sake of His name and for the sake of His glory. God promises that He will not abandon them, and that He will guide them out of their exile. He calls them to listen to His commands and to follow His ways, promising peace and blessing if they do. God contrasts the emptiness of their idolatry with the fullness of His provision, urging them to trust in Him as the one true source of their salvation and security. The chapter concludes with a final appeal for Israel to heed God's words and trust in His power. God reminds them of their failure to follow His guidance, but also reassures them that He is still their Redeemer. He urges them to remember that He has been faithful in the past and will continue to be faithful in the future. In the final verses, God contrasts the ultimate fate of the wicked, who will experience judgment, with the future peace and joy that the faithful will experience. The chapter ends with a warning to avoid the consequences of rebellion and a call to embrace the salvation that only God can provide. Let's now read Isaiah chapter 48. Hear ye this, O house of Jacob, which are called by the name of Israel, and are come forth out of the waters of Judah, which swear by the name of the Lord, and make mention of the God of Israel, but not in truth, nor in righteousness. For they call themselves of the holy city, and stay themselves upon the God of Israel. The Lord of hosts is His name. I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth, and I showed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. Because I knew that thou art obstinate, and thy neck is an iron sinew, and thy brow brass. I have even from the beginning declared it to thee, before it came to pass I showed it thee, lest thou shouldest say, Mine idol hath done them, and my graven image, and my molten image, hath commanded them. Thou hast heard, see all this, and will not ye declare it? I have showed thee new things from this time, even hidden things, and thou didst not know them. They are created now, and not from the beginning, even before the day when thou heardest them not, lest thou shouldest say, Behold, I knew them. Yea, thou heardest not, yea, thou knewest not, yea, from that time that thine ear was not opened, for I knew that thou wouldest deal very treacherously, and wast called a transgressor from the womb. For my name's sake will I defer mine anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For mine own sake, even for mine own sake, will I do it, for how should my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another. Hearken unto me, O Jacob and Israel, my called, I am He, I am the first, I also am the last. Mine hand also hath laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand hath spanned the heavens. When I call unto them, they stand up together. All ye, assemble yourselves, and hear, which among them hath declared these things. The Lord hath loved him, He will do His pleasure on Babylon, and His arm shall be on the Chaldeans. I, even I, have spoken, yea, I have called him, I have brought him, and he shall make his way prosperous. Come ye near unto me, hear ye this, I have not spoken in secret from the beginning, from the time that it was, there am I, and now the Lord God, and His Spirit, hath sent me. Thus saith the Lord, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, I am the Lord thy God which teacheth thee to profit, which leadeth thee by the way that thou shouldest go. Oh, that thou hadst hearkened to my commandments! Then had thy peace been as a river, and thy righteousness as the waves of the sea. Thy seed also had been as the sand, and the offspring of thy bowels like the gravel thereof. His name should not have been cut off nor destroyed from before me. Go ye forth of Babylon, flee ye from the Chaldeans, with a voice of singing declare ye, tell this, utter it even to the end of the earth, say ye, the Lord hath redeemed his servant Jacob. And they thirsted not when he led them through the deserts, he caused the waters to flow out of the rock for them, he clave the rock also, and the waters gushed out. There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked. This ends our reading of Isaiah chapter 48.